JSP-EL implicit object references. How many are there? 7. JSP expression language implicit object references 7. What is first one? Page scope. Second one, request scope. Third one, session scope. Fourth one, application scope. Fifth one, param. 6, init param. 7, cookie. Okay. JSP expression language implicit object references, we have 7. Page scope, request scope, session scope, application scope. See, these 4 completed, these 5 also completed. Now, next one, init param. Note. 6th one, init param. It is used to get the initialization parameters. It is used to get the initialization parameters from web.xml. It is used to get the initialization parameters from web.xml. It is used to get the initialization parameters from web.xml. You already studied how to configure initialization parameters in web.xml. What are the tags? Init param, next param name, param value. Suppose param name message, param value, suppose welcome. Now init param close. Like this will configure. So in a web.xml program, init param, initialization parameters will configure like this. Now this one, if you want to retrieve, in solids, what will write this one? First you write this one, example, write this one. It is used to get the initialization parameters from web.xml. So init param is a object reference. What purpose we use is to get initialization parameter. Suppose this parameter, if you want to retrieve in a solid, what we written code in a solids. What we written? For retrieving initialization parameter from web.xml in solids, what we written code? Solids. Get? You studied concept. Initialization parameter, context parameters, request parameter, these all you studied, no? Which method we use? Get init parameter. The method in which interface? Solid config. So what we written? String s equal to config dot get init parameter. Parameter name message. Now, if you want to print out dot println s. This is if you want to write in JSP. Which element required? Which element required? Scriptlet. So here scriptlet will write. And also this config predefined. No? Config. Config is a object reference, implicit object reference. Already studied 9 object reference are there, no? 9 object reference config also is there, no? So like this. Now instead of like this, new concept here, dollar open brace init param dot message. It is better, no? But like this, if you want to print expression we required, expression also you can write. So like this also you can write, no? Like this also you can write, no? In the place of this expression, new style, expression language. Okay. So about demo.jsp, we'll write like this. So init param dot message. That's it. Write this one. Init param dot message. So you will configure initialization parameter like this. You will retrieve the initialization parameter like this. You will configure like this. You will retrieve like this. Okay. In a web.xml, we'll configure like this. In a JSP with expression language, we'll write like this. So new style. Instead of config.getInit parameter, just init param dot message. That's it. This is 6.1. 7th one cookie. Node cookie. 7th one cookie. Here it is used to get the value from cookie variable. It is used to get the value from cookie variable. Just code snippet I'll give. Already cookies program is studied. Suppose set.jsp. If you want to create a cookie, what we written? Cookie C equal to new cookie. Cookie name value. Okay. How to add cookie? Add cookie method. Add cookie method in which interface? Which one? Response. Response dot add cookie C. This is in which element you are right? Scriptlet. Scriptlet, if you want to replace JSTL required. Till I didn't explain JSTL. It is as it is. If you want to retrieve this cookie, how will retrieve? How will retrieve? Get cookies. Return type cookie array. Request dot get cookies. Now, if you want to retrieve, now here how many cookies added? 1. In this index only how many elements, in this array how many elements will be there? 1. So outright C of 0 dot get value. This is you can print out dot println like this. This is you can write in a scriptlet, but new style dollar open brace cookie message dot message dot value. Like this you can write. Otherwise, we can write another way, one more way. Dollar cookie dot message dot value. So new style. Write this one. Is it over? So you can write like this also. You can write like this also. Any one we can use. Okay. So you can create cookie. You can add like this. You can retrieve like this. Retrieving is new style. And this is JSTL required for this. If you want to use scriptlet. Okay. Say you studied JSP implicit object references, 9 references. One is out. This is equivalent to print writer. Next request. That is nothing but solid request. Get parameter methods we will call no like that. Response. Like a solid response. Suppose example add cookie method we use it. After that config. Config what purpose? Initialization parameters. Application what purpose we use? Context parameters. Page object class methods. That is just a super class for all. Next page context. That is you studied yesterday. Yesterday scope, page scope, request scope. At that time page context we used to set attribute, get attribute methods. That purpose. Session. Session tracking method HTTP session. That is you have seen. While teaching page attributes, page directive attributes I explained. Ninth one, exception. This is you can use in error page. If you want to print that error message, exception dot get message, exception dot print stack trace, you can call that purpose. So these 9 JSP implicit object references. These 7 JSP expression language, only in expression language we can use this 7. So total 16. Okay. The up to here JSP expression language completed. Okay. Next one, JSTL. Next heading, JSTL. JSTL stands for JSP Standard Tag Library. JSTL stands for JSP Standard Tag Library. JSTL stands for JSP Standard Tag Library. Here, separate tag library prepared. Already you have seen these are actions, nothing but tags only. JSP colon forward, JSP colon include. These are nothing but tags only. But separate tag library prepared, that library given as one separate topic, JSTL. This JSTL introduced in JSP 2.0 version to simplify the JSP. That is already given. So once again, just write this one. JSTL introduced in JSP 2.0 version to simplify the JSP. JSTL introduced in JSP 2.0 version to simplify the JSP. JSTL introduced in JSP 2.0 version to simplify the JSP. See, here tags are there. To make it more simple, they prepared some tags. Now, next, write it. JSTL tags are divided into the following categories. First one, core tags. Second one, SQL tags. Third one, formatting tags. Fourth one, function tags. Fifth one, XML tags. 5 categories of tags are there. Core tags, SQL tags, formatting tags, function tags, XML tags. Five categories of tags. These 2 categories important, these 3 not important. Only first and second categories are important. These are not important. Now, these tags separate library prepared. That is only we are calling JSTL. JSP Standard Tag Library. So these all tags grouped together as a one library. That is only we are calling JSTL. But these tags, every tag backside one class will be there. That class contains setter, getter, methods, one property will be there. Those all properties, classes grouped together, they prepared one jar file. That jar file we have to download, we have to place in Tomcat lib folder. Then only works. So write it. In order to use the above tags, we must copy the following jar files into Tomcat lib folder. In order to use the above tags, we must copy the following jar files into Tomcat lib folder. In order to use the above tags, we must copy the following jar files into Tomcat lib folder. In order to use the above tags, we must copy the following jar files into Tomcat lib folder. One is standard.jar. One is standard.jar. One more JSTL.jar. In order to use the above tags, we must copy the following jar files into Tomcat lib folder. So, standard.jar, JSTL.jar. Two jar files you have to download from internet. You have to copy into Tomcat lib. Then only you can use these categories of tags. Okay. But one more thing. Now, which version of Tomcat server we are using? Tomcat 10. Tomcat 10 we are using. But in Tomcat 10, if you want to use these tags, some tools required. The tools development security operation tool separates one course is that is also you have to attend, then you can use. That is the reason first I'll teach with Tomcat 9 only. Tomcat 9 directly we can use. Tomcat 10 onwards tools required. That tools those are joined for full stack Java. That is also on courses development security operations tools. Okay. This course also you have to attend. Then you can use. Present, what I will do is I'll use Tomcat 9 software. Tomcat 9. Now this already we installed Tomcat 10. Tomcat 10 doesn't work. We have to go for Tomcat 9. Tomcat 10, if you want to use, you have to use tools. Okay. Now, in order to use the above tags, we must copy. Any doubt? In order to use the above tags, we must copy the following jar files into Tomcat lib folder. But these folders also, these jar files also you have to download. Tomcat 9 also we have to configure now. So first I'll show you Tomcat 9. I'll install. Okay, already Tomcat 9 downloaded file is there. I'll go for this one. Here, see standard.jar, JSTL.jar. These files. These all extracted like this. These two we have to copy into Tomcat lib folder. So what you can do is just you can open browser in a Google JSTL.jar download if you type. Okay, many sites are there. First link here. This is you have to download. You will get a zip format. After that, extract, you will get a jar. Same style, standard.jar. Download. See, again standard.jar. This one also download. Okay. These two already downloaded in my system. See, downloads here already downloaded. These two. For XML purpose, this is also XALN jar. Okay, this 3 write it better. Third one, XALN.jar. This third category, this purpose. In order to use the above tags, we must copy the following jar files into Tomcat lib folder. These 3 files you have to download because these all tags are present in these libraries, jar files. So these tags, if you want to use, first you need to copy it down. You have to download from internet. You have to copy into Tomcat lib folder. Okay. Now here, this third one only for XML files. So standard.jar, JSTL.jar, and XALAN.jar. These three you have to download from internet. You have to copy into Tomcat lib folder. Present Tomcat 10 we are using. Tomcat 9 required. Tomcat 9 version already downloaded here. This is the install. Okay. This is the install. You already know 8005. This port number I'll make it suppose 8083. Okay. Here shutdown port number it should be 8005. Here I given now 8083 because already one server 8082 I given. That's what I given 8083. Username password same also you can write admin. Next. JDK latest 16 is there in my system. 16. Next. Tomcat 9 install. Now Tomcat 9 installed. You can see this PC, C drive, program files, Apache Software Foundation. 10 also is there, 9 also is there. Okay. 9 bin. See if you start, 9 is going to be started. See server startup in milliseconds. Now I'll configure this server. I'll configure in Eclipse. See these 5 categories of tags they prepared and placed it in jar files. Okay. These jar files you have to download. You have to copy into lib folder. I'll copy these files. Downloads. Here JSTL.jar, standard.jar, and XALN.jar. Right click, copy, C drive, program files, Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat 9, lib. I'll paste. Okay. I pasted. See 3 jar files. 1, 2, 3. Now now here how to configure server already studied now. Right click. Here Apache Tomcat 9. Next. Browse. Program files, Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat 9. Next. Finish. See 8005, 8083 I given. No. Now, first category tags we'll see. Note down. First one, core tags. First one, core tags. First one, C colon out. C is a prefix. First category, core tags. Basics. Core Java. Like that, core tags. Basics. Basic tags. Out, set, remove, if, choose, when, otherwise, for each, for tokens, redirect. See, C is a prefix. Out is a tag. So out, set, remove, if, choose, when, otherwise, for each, for tokens, redirect. Here E capital. Here T capital. Here capital E. Here capital T. Okay. Capital E, capital T. These two tags, capital letters. You studied already JSP elements. How many categories? 3 categories. First category, scripting elements. Second category, directives. How many are there directives? 3. What are those? Page directive. Next, only page directive studied. Include directive. Next, tag lib directive. That is required. The library you have to specify. So here, if you want to use these tags, note down. In order to use the above tags, we must include the following tag lib directive in JSP. In order to use the above tags, we must include the following tag lib directive in JSP. In order to use the above tags, we must include the following tag lib directive. See, you have to write like this: tag lib URI http colon java.sun.com JSP JSTL core prefix C. In order to use the above tags, we must include the following tag lib directive in JSP. Oh, is it over? Here, suppose these all tags. Suppose you'll write this tag. Whenever you write this tag, what is redirect? JSP engine doesn't know because it is not there in the JSP engine library. So already Tomcat server we downloaded, we installed. In that library, this is not there. This is separate library is there. That is the reason we copied jar files. So first it will read JSP engine redirect. What is redirect? It doesn't know. Then it will check the prefix. This prefix also it cannot understand. Then it will search for taglib directive. Suppose taglib directive is not there. Error comes because this tag it cannot understand. If taglib is there, then it will check the prefix. Year prefix must match. If not matched, error. If it is matched, then it will read this URI. This URI already configured in the web.xml. That a web.xml is available in jar files. So if you want, you can change the prefix, but you cannot change this one. This prefix, suppose year core you can write, it works. Suppose here something test, then you can write test here. But this one, if you change here, you have to change in XML. But where is XML? In jar file. The jar file you have to open, you have to change, then only works. So this configuration already present inside the web.xml. The web.xml file is present inside the jar files. So in that jar file web.xml also you have to change. If you want to change here, that's what, don't change, you continue that one only. If you want to change here also you have to change, there also you have to change. Then it works. This prefix if you want you can change. Otherwise continue C only. Okay. Now, whenever you write these tags, this directive compulsory. If this directive is not there, then tags it cannot understand, it will not execute. Error comes. Okay. Now you observe. It is Tomcat 9 is there, Tomcat 10 is there. You observe. Okay. Tomcat 9 is there, 10 is there. Now file, new, dynamic web project, something JSTL. Project name JSTL I given. Here default configuration of Apache Tomcat version 10 I given. Now I'll make it 9. Okay, I'll modify here 9. Tomcat 9 I'll apply. One minute. This 9 I'm going to select. Now 1 minute. Okay. See, I selected 9. Okay. Now right click, new, JSP. Suppose out.jsp. How to write programs, I'll explain. Now, first, here 10 tags are given. 10 tags. First tag. Note on. C colon out. It is used to display output messages. It is used to display output messages. It is used to display output messages. So, how to tag for output messages? Prefix C. If you want to use this tag, this line compulsory. See, suppose if you want to display welcome message, if you want to display welcome message in JSP, what we written? First program. First program. First program also forgot. Now what we written? JSP first program, what we written? Out dot println welcome to JSP. Like this you have seen. This is where we written scriptlet. Like this we written. Now this program new style. New style C colon out. There is one attribute value. Welcome to JSTL. You observe it appears like a HTML. No? So this program, this line appears like a normal Java. This line appears like a HTML. So this is old style. Now this is new style. So instead of this style, we are going to use this style. That's it. See, it is a tag, it is a prefix, it is attribute, it is value, it is close tag. Like that. So new style of programming. See, I'll write like this. If I run this program, JSP engine cannot understand what is out. Then it will search for prefix. It will read prefix. Prefix also it cannot understand. Then it will search for taglib. Taglib not there. Error comes. You must write taglib. Taglib. URI. Prefix. Prefix. Here. Prefix. C. It is must match. Now what will happen? First it will read out. What is out it doesn't know. Then it will read prefix. What is C also it doesn't know. Then it will search for taglib. It is okay. It is there. Then prefix matched. Then it will read this URI. http://java.sun.com JSP JSTL core. Now it will read this URI. Then control jumps to Tomcat lib folder. In that total lib, it will search for web.xml. In that web.xml, it should match. If it is matched, out purpose one class configured, that class executed. That class contains one property name value, nothing but one instance variable. Through setter method, it is passed. Through getter method, it is output comes to browser. See, this is JSTL. If you run this program, run on server, save. Now file name out.jsp. 1 minute. HTTP Java dot. This documentation is available. JSP JSTL core. Java.sun.com JSP JSTL core. So we are getting error. 1 minute. I'll take another workspace because two servers are there. Maybe it's the problem. I'll make it another workspace. Servers. Say taglib URI HTTP colon java.sun.com JSP JSTL core prefix C. C colon out value equal to welcome to JSTL. Okay. If I run, right click, run on server, save. Again, we are getting error. One minute. Okay, this one I'll show you tomorrow. Just write the program that server problem only. Write it. It is used to display output messages. Execution I'll show you tomorrow. Now, here, tag lib URI, http:// java.sun.com JSP JSTL core, prefix C, C:/out, value equal to welcome to JSTL. Ready, son? So out is a tag. Out is a tag. Value is an attribute. If you want to use these tags, this line compulsory. This line is compulsory. Okay. Then only it will work. With this line only you are getting error. That is I'll show you tomorrow. Is it over? This is first program. Not over. Say out is a tag name. C is a prefix. First JSP engine will read out. What is out? It cannot understand. Then it will check the prefix. The prefix also it cannot understand. Then it will search for tag lib. Tag lib is there. Then prefix it will check. It is matched. Then this will check. This is already configured in XML file. That XML will check. In that XML, one class will be configured. Class is already configured. That class executed. Then this program executed. Every tag backside one class will be there. One Java class. That class is going to be executed. Okay. This is first tag. Next. C:/set. Next one, C:/set. It is used to set the value in a variable. It is used to set the value in a variable. Third one also at a time I'll show you. C:/remove. It is used to set the, it is used to remove the value from variable. It is used to set the value in a variable. It is used to remove the value from variable. Set tag for setting, remove tag for removing. See how to set the value through set tag, how to remove the value from through remove tag. I'll explain. Here, it is just like a HTML. If you know the tag names, if you know the attribute names, you can write the program. If you know the tag name, if you know the attribute names, you can write the program. That's it. See. Here, first this line is compulsory for all core tags. After this, C:/set. One variable name where is there. Value equal to one attribute is there. So here attribute name var. These attributes you can see in the documentation. See what are the tags are there, what are the attributes are there. Just if you type in Google JSTL core tags, if you write, you will get a Oracle documentation. See, this is Oracle. If you click here, what is the syntax? This is tag lib, you write that information given here. HTTP colon java.sun.com JSP JSTL core and here prefix C. This is your right. And as well as here tags list. See every tag. Here tags are there. Suppose set tag. If you click set tag, what are the attributes are there? They given. So I'm not writing my own words. These are already predefined. So this attribute name already defined. This attribute name already defined. Now C colon set var equal to value equal to. Suppose var equal to A. Value equal to 10. If you write. Now A value 10, that means. If you print, if you want to print, what you have to write? C colon out. Value equal to A. Will it print A or 10? Think yourself. Will it print A or 10? A printed. Because just now welcome printed, no? Welcome printed, like that A printed. A value if you want to print, you have to use expression language. Then value printed. If you don't write expression language, A printed. If you write expression language, A value printed. If you want to remove the value, C colon remove. Var equal to A. If you write, then value removed. Again, if you try to print, you will not get the value. Here, A value 10 settled. A value 10 settled. Here with space also, without space also works. Here A value 10. A printed, 10 printed. A value removed. Again, if you try to print, it won't print. So here I used set, out, remove. All tags I used. Write this program. So it is set tag, it is out, it is remove, it is again out. Now here 10 stored in A, here 10 printed, here 10 removed. Again, if you try to print, it won't print. It won't print. Is it completed? Next tag. if. Fourth one, C colon if. It is used to express the condition. It is used to express the condition. So if equivalent to if statement like, say, suppose let us a value 10 I given. Now I want to check whether it is positive number or not. I want to check. So what you can do, C colon if attribute test. You can write here. Here a greater than 0. Like this you cannot write expression language required. Then it will check. If it is true, it will enter, it will print this one. Like this. So here a value 10, 10 greater than 0, true, then positive number, but else tag not there. Choose when, otherwise we can use for else. I'll explain. Write this one. Is it over? So here a value 10, here 10 greater than 0, true, then this is printed. If you want to write if else, like a negative number or zeros like this, if you want to write, then we have another concept. Choose when, otherwise. It is like a if else type or switch case default, that type. Next, fifth one, C colon choose. Sixth one, C colon when. Seventh one, C colon otherwise. These tags are equivalent to switch case default. Switch statement. These tags are equivalent to switch statement or equivalent to if else statement. These tags are equivalent to switch statement or equivalent to if else statement. Say choose, it's like a switch. When, it is like a case. Otherwise, like a default. Like that, when n number of conditions you can write. At last, otherwise. It is like a if, it is like a else. If, else, if n number of you can write, no, like that. Suppose this program only. Is it over? See here. Now a value 10. C colon choose, open, C colon choose, close. In between, C colon when, C colon when. Here, same attribute test. Test equal to dollar $a greater than 0. If it is true, you can display positive number. You can display positive number. Okay. See, a greater than 0, positive number. Suppose one more when test equal to a less than 0. Then negative number. Like otherwise, C colon otherwise. You can display 0. See, you observe here. First year tag lib directive. See, tag lib directive for all core tags, this is compulsory. For all core tags, this line is compulsory. And here a value 10. It will enter into choose a greater than 0. If it is a greater than 0, positive number. Now positive number printed, stop it. Suppose if I write here a value minus 10. Here condition false. Then this condition will check. Then negative number printed, stop it. Suppose here 0 is there. Here 0 greater than 0, false. 0 less than 0, false. Then otherwise 0 printed. So it is just each and every line tag only, no? That is 100% tag based application. Alright, this one. So first line for all core tags, that line is compulsory. For all core tags, this line is compulsory. A equal to 0. Condition false. Next condition again false. Then otherwise. Then 0 printed. Not over. Choose nothing but it's like a switch. When nothing but it's like a case. N number of cases you can write. Last default. Nothing but otherwise. We'll see continuation tomorrow. Okay. These are core tags, core tags. 3 days left. Nested if also inside the if only. This is URI only, not URL. We'll see continuation tomorrow.